Welcome back, everybody. This is Brothermutant here. We are continuing our journey to complete The Wizard's Apprentice, Chapter 2, The Talisman the Eye. And we're back, and we're about to go check out this training golem. Are you ready for training, Master? No, yes, defend yourself. Attempt spellcraft. Attempt to gain control of the golem through your knowledge of spellcraft. Oh, baby. Success! The golem is under your general control and can be given basic commands and dialogue. Oh, no way. It looks like he's just with us. I can't equip stuff to him. So whatever he is, I can edit his behavior. Alright. Come here, training golem. Guard distance. You need to be near me. Oh wait, no, that's not it. Medium. I'll attack only when enemies are medium distance away. That'll give him time to run up and do stuff, I think. He ain't stealthy. I don't think he has spells, so not much matter. And I don't want him using items. Well, I'm not giving him stuff, but if he has his own abilities, I suppose he should use them. Because I can't seem to look at his inventory. We'll just keep doing everything. And I don't like infinite buffs though, because it's just usually them sitting there buffing themselves up and being dumbasses. Ooh. He has no feats. He has lame abilities. He can hide. Move silently even. Even spot. He sucks at taunt. That's because charisma piss. He's actually pretty strong and pretty dexterous. He has no constitution. He does have decent hit points. Why he has 7 more than he should, I don't know. But I'm okay with all that. He even has spell resistance. Look at you, buddy. And he has a decent attack with his piercing weapon. It's got to be that sword he's swinging, right? So, anyway, we got another teamy. Where are we? Well, this is a very confusing map. Okay, there's stuff down there. Bashed crates, escaped pig. More burning stuff. A strange mirror. What the hell is that? A statue. Is that one of those arcane circles? No, I was going to say it was the summoning circle. No. Well, let's look at the strange mirror here. This mirror sits in a little used alcove of the tower. You sense a subtle but forceful magical aura around it. When you look into the mirror, instead of your reflection, you see many mirrors identical to the one before you. Okay. What the hell that means? Okay, we have stairs here, but we hadn't explored everything down this way yet, right? Let's go this way first, because it looked like there's a doorway. Yeah, there's a doorway here. Perhaps I need to lead with somebody a little less dumb coffee.
Yes.
Come on. Oh, I hear battle. Where's that coming from? Someone swinging at me? Oh. Ha! Escape chickens. Distracted guard. Yeah, go distractions. Okay, so I had weapon racks. Battle axe, no. Bastard sword, great sword. Okay, well, what does he want? Take the great sword. We'll leave the bastard sword there. Anything from here you want, buddy? Perhaps a battle axe? No armor. Oh, something here though. What's that? A cold iron longsword. Yeah, we'll take that. Now, for those of you that don't know all these weird things that I'm picking here, I'm picking for a reason. A, halberd, long reach, 1 to 10 damage. You know, it's heavy. Type of damage is piercing and slashing. But now if you go into things like greatsword, 2d6. That's 2 to 12 points of damage. So that's even better than the halberd. You have to use both hands, but so do you when you use the halberd. You only do critical threat times 2, which means you do double damage when you crit on a natural roll of a 19 or 20. I think that's how it works. This one, natural roll of 20. If it doesn't say what the critical threat is, then it's always a 20. And you do 3 times the damage. So you can see how this can be 3 to 30 versus this one being, what, 2 to 12 times 2? So 4 to 24. So this can still hit for harder when it crits. What this one will, by and large, always do more damage on average. The battle axe you can use with a shield, if I'm not mistaken. And it's a times 3, so this can do 3 to 24 points of damage when it crits out of 20. Type of damage is slashing versus this one, which is slashing, versus this one, which is slashing slash piercing. Both of them. Sword, 1d8 times 2, which is kind of what he's got right now. But the one he's got now does magical damage. This one is made of cold iron, though, and there are certain enemies where to pierce or damage absorption you need cold iron or magical weapons. This is not considered magical, except for the fact that I enchanted it with my magic spell that can wear off. The electrical damage doesn't make it magical. The electrical damage might not be absorbed, but all that 1d8 and strength bonus that he has won't do piss to those guys where cold iron is the thing that penetrates them. And I think those are like demons or fae or something like that, right? So, which it's not surprising. I'm going to move him to here while we're paused. Pull her out. Yeah, get out of the way, dum-dum. He's over here because I want him to be. What the hell was that? Good underwear joke. What the, oh, is this the drunk guards? Whoa, what the hell? A flaming chicken. Nice. Alright, chicken. Alright, we got stuff over here. This map is very annoying. I'm almost convinced to go like yay so that we can get a top-down view and not have to worry about constantly wandering around. Now there are guards here, so it looks like we're about to fight. Perhaps we'll try to charm one. Okay, he has been charmed. So maybe we gotta kill this guy off first. Alright, why don't you beam him with a scorching ray? I want that guy to burn. That's a nice hit. Okay. From there, ray of frost. Okay. Now, can we talk to him now? Apparently not. Anyway. I'm assuming that'll wear off eventually and then he'll try to mug me. So, there's a scroll here. This is a letter to the keep's quartermaster. There is a segment which interests you regarding the gear from the newest prisoner. I have taken it to my chambers for study. I'll return that which is useless, and you may sell it or issue it as appropriate. The gold that accompanied has already been added to the coffers and will be used to finance continued raids and training. Like a war. There is one other section pertaining to the purchase of holy water in bulk. For some reason, the purchase stands out as odd to you. Yeah, holy water. What the hell is that? They're fighting undead? The letter continues at some length, and at the end, you see a seal you do not recognize. Okay. You have any journal updates? Nothing there. And all that stuff's done. Okay. Right. All that. Crates here. Okay. Oops. These crates bear signs of recent damage and are surrounded by piles of gear and other objects. Apparently the diversions you created are making quite a mess of things. You notice that there is quite a bit of gear and wonder the use of so much military equipment in such a remote location. Yeah, they're definitely gearing up for something bad. Okay, and we still have control of him, but not for long. Here's a large rock. What does that mean? A large rock stands before you. It appears worn from frequent use, and you can see cracks in the flagstones where it has been dropped. Hey, Blairdrig, what do you think all these rocks and logs are for? Sometimes warriors and soldiers lift heavy rocks and logs to increase their strength. That's probably what... Oh, so this is their gym, huh? Sounds difficult. It is. I doubt you could lift it. Attempt to lift a rock. Failure. Good try, but that rock is very heavy. A few men could lift it. Why don't you try to lift it there, Beldrig? Show off me a little bit there, buddy. Yep, there's our spell off. Okay. Let's Ray of Frost his ass.
Time to finish this. Dabra.
We're messing him up well. There we go. Good work. Yeah, I knew that spell was going to wear off eventually. We got some good XP for that. I was kind of hoping to talk to him, though. Now we have Flaming Hay Bale, and this is, again, one of those where I think the game tells you you can use things like grease spells on flaming items to have effects. Now, these guys are distracted. I wonder if it'll set the whole bales on fire and burn these bastards. So, since I'm pretty much... No, don't do that. Dude, I really don't like this map setup. Mostly visage on yourself, so I want to be buffed. And I can't talk to these guys because they're distracted, right? I'm busy. I'm just wondering what that does. If it's even worth me using a potion. Book here. Defeating undead. Oh, look at you. This book details the various tactics and strategies which are known to be effective against undead foes. There are chapters explaining the various strengths and weaknesses of specific undead types, use of elemental magic, weapon types, environment, and other things relating to combating undead. You wonder what it is doing here. They're clearly gearing up to fight some undead son of a bitch. And we get an attack bonus versus undead of +1 for having the book. That's cool. Oh, I got me a cloak here, by the way. Saving throws. Do I want or do I want Blairdrig to have it? What's his? Yeah, he's kind of weak. Yes. Maybe would be a bad idea to give it to him.
Follow me.
Yeah.
I'm ready if you need me.
He needs it. And I don't want someone controlling him and having him get freaky with me. Smacking me in the face with a big axe or something could be bad for my constitution. Alright, I'm going to get rid of that one since he's already got some pretty good gear. I'm going to put a grease spell in its place. And I'm going to save real quick and I'll be right back. Alright, we are back. And I do apologize for cheating, but I did cheat. So, let me tell you how I did that. Basically just reuse the save point to go back and not use a potion. I have redone my spell book, you guys probably remember from the last video, to include a grease spell. Now, I tried to use the grease spell on this, and that. Literally one on each. So I used like 3 different potions to get my grease spell back each time, which was very silly. Hence the reason I'm loading back in. I didn't want to waste 3 of those. I wanted to see what they would do. It didn't seem to do anything. If you target it with the grease spell, there's an explosion, which may mean that anyone in the AoE of the grease spell takes damage. I didn't see anything spread. No fire went that way or, hurt anybody because no one was near it. And these guys are distracted. So maybe these ones are for like when you pull bad guys over to the fire. Stop that. Come on. I really hate this camera angle. Perhaps if you pull bad guys over to the fire, like say with Blairdrake over here, you can cast the grease spell on it and catch him in a fire bomb. But that means your guy's over there in it too. Now I suppose I could buff him with something like Endure Elements to give him some fire protection, and that might be okay. I have much better uses than that though for grease spells as far as I'm concerned. Anyway, we've gotten everything out of here. It looks like this is the way to go at this point. Yep, these guys are distracted guard. Distracted by my undead horde bastard. Alright, people. Come on, guys. Is there anything here? We still got our pets. Our little golem. Which is cool as hell. These guys are distracted. The hideous shambling corpse is busy fighting these guys. I wonder if the skeleton would have been fighting them too. But it looks like they can't kill each other, so it's just a chance for us to walk away. Okay, we got some plaques here. This plaque... Ooh, I see a bad guy. This plaque has an engraving. It reads, Strength of Body. It appears to be a sort of code for the tower's guards. This plaque has an engraving. It reads, Mercy to None. Oh, well, this is sounding cheerful. It appears to be a sort of code for the tower's guards. Banner. The symbol on this banner is identical to the one on the robes of the wizards you have met in this tower. Based on your knowledge of arcane imagery, you surmise that the eye symbolizes knowledge or dominance, while the dagger represents power or conquest. Now, for those of you that forgot already, this chapter is called the Talisman the Eye. Now, we haven't seen the talisman yet, but maybe these guys are the eye? The runes that cover this obelisk suggested as part of a transportation system. This may be how the guards are able to move between seemingly unconnected parts of the tower. If you are unable to use the system, you must find another way. Okay, so that's the teleportation, what do you call it, effect that I was feeling with my clairvoyance, clairaudience earlier. This plaque has an engraving. It reads, Loyalty to Master. It appears to be a sort of code for the tower's guards. And tapestry. You notice this tapestry is identical to the emblems on the tower guard's armor. At first glance, it appears to be a red Pegasus on a blue field, but closer examination reveals skeletal demonic wings, scaly skin, and red glowing eyes. A nightmare. Oh, wild. That's like undead, though, isn't it? Tapestry. You notice this tapestry is identical to the emblems on the tower guard's armor. Oh, we already did that one. Oh, that's what I wanted, the plaque. This plaque has an engraving. It reads, Death to Foes. It appears to be a sort of code for the tower. Doesn't sound like we're getting out of here easy. And we have, what is that, statue? Statue, and the tower guard down there. Now, I already know I don't like him. So I'm just going to preemptively assume that we're going to shoot the piss out of him. And look at, I was right. You know what I think? I think magic missiles to your face is a good way to take you out, Mr. Cardboy. Yeah. I got 2 weak shields up there, so to speak. Nice work, guys. It's a good team effort. Okay. We have remains. I want that potion. And you. That potion. And that's all I want. Okay, we're getting a lot of gear we don't need. Before I go nuts here, I want to kind of slowly wander. What was we doing about this skeleton or statue? Here stands yet another stone warrior statue. You feel in your heart that the decorator of this evil air went a little overboard with the giant sword-wielding stone statue theme. It is all very distasteful and rather embarrassing. I don't know. Can we use it? Kind of hoping we could get him like a golem. That's okay. Let's see. We have an empty room. Still no map, right? Yeah. Let's see. First, nothing to our journal. Keep keep track of that. If we come to undead, I may actually want him to have the undead book for that extra attack bonus versus undead, but I don't know that yet. Really got some potion issues here. Okay, a couple different kind of healing kits. That's a +3 one. Let's actually slot that. +1, +3. I really don't like that my character instructions are glitched to the point where she's healing him every flipping whip stitch with those healing kits. Since I am going to be the one to stand in the back, I may just have him hold the healing kits, because I've turned off his healing self. He'll be the one that takes the damage anyway. He's less likely to run over to me and try to heal me in combat, I'm thinking. Cauldron, got another statue, it looks like. An arcane circle. Statue appears to be gesturing to the arcane circle before it. The inscription says, "Any wizard may pass this way." Oh, I wonder if that's a teleport thingy. Oh, step through the portal. Yes, please. Woot. Is it me or just me and my team? Did everybody show up? Looks like everybody's here. We're kind of in a cluster pile.
Yes?
Don't need to do that.
I'll take the lead.
Okay. You teleported to another location, it looks like. Another door.
Follow me!
Sure. Follow you right through the door. Before you stands a pedestal holding a pulsating crystal. Each pulse, arcane energy, pure and strong, washes over you and travels toward 4 distinct points in the local area. Where's that crystal at? Is that thing on the wall? Crystal there. And before we get with the crystal, we got another teleporting arcane circle, right? Anything in the books? Ah, looks like we got some books. Deep Frost and a scroll. I'll take both those. Aha! Look at you with the charm person. We'll keep that handy. And what is that scroll? The Deep Frost, yes. Some more, perhaps? And I looked at this scroll, it's just some more. So that's all fine and good. I still don't have me an actual weapon that I need. I need a dagger. A magic club would make me happy. He has all these damn swords and stuff, but I'm so weak as a little halfling, I'm not allowed to carry the big weapons. So, kind of getting chewed over here. Oh, another bookcase. What's in this one? The Talisman of the Sphere and another scroll. Okay. A knock spell. Always useful. Where's my scroll this time? On the Talisman of the Sphere. Okay, so now again, this chapter is called the Talisman the Eye. So I wonder if this is the talisman they're talking about. So let's read this for you guys. This is a short, hastily written copy of a segment from a larger work. It describes an artifact called the Talisman of the Sphere. It is described as a small loop of adamantine, which appears useless to those lacking knowledge of the arcane. If a non-magic user attempts to touch it, he or she can be injured or even killed. Oh, that's not good. Apparently, the talisman is used to control some sort of sphere. The segment ends without describing the nature or purpose of the sphere in question. Apparently, the scribe of this passage was familiar with the sphere. Huh. Okay. I wonder if that's the eye. I don't think so, though. I mean, the eye was kind of like the name of these dudes. Alright, so now we have another... what do you call it? Statue stares intently and seemingly protectively at the crystal before it. Ooh. I wonder if he's going to fudge with me if I try to take the crystal. First, let's talk to the statue. That's there. Step through the portal, but I really want that crystal. Take crystal or crystal. This crystal pulses with arcane energy and appears to power the teleporters in this area. The portal closed. You suspect his power could be harnessed to enhance your own if you can figure out how to take it and escape this place. Well, that portal closed. Take that crystal. There's a portal! Run like hell! Oh, that was close. What did that crystal give me first, though? Power crystal. Oh, look at you, baby doll. Extra spell. Yeah, we're keeping that, too. Oh, what do I want for my level 3 spell? I got some good gravy. That flame arrow could come in handy. Let's do that. We're not going to use it just yet because we're in the middle of a fight. It appears. Blue robe wizard. Oh, another green robe wizard right here. Oh, balls. Oh, and I'm out of spells. Okay. I guess I got magic missile. But, maybe I really should. Rebuff up. Do I want a grease spell? I'm thinking I really don't want that damn grease spell. Magic missiles have been nice, but... And actually, I'm level 5 now. Magic missile should shoot 3 of them, is that right? Every 2 caster levels, maximum 5, level 9. Yeah, I can shoot 3 from my own hand instead of 2 from the wand. Maybe that's the way to go here.
Time to finish this.
Oh, never mind. He's near dead. Do a little acid splash his way. Ooh, he hit me for a ton. Oh wow, I nearly died there, boys. I held back up here, drink some potions. I feel a little better about that. That was kind of silly. I took off all my buffs, not thinking about it. I wonder if we went back there what that damn golem would do to us, if we could even kill him. Alright, so we killed those dudes off. Got anything over here? Oh, I see a book glowing. And whatever the hell that thing is. It's a crystal. Alright. Look at the books. It's the Sultry Maiden. Ooh, la, la, la. I found their porn stash. This is a book of lewd poetry you found stashed between books on arcane lore in the tower of your imprisonment. The verses are rather crude and pornographic. From the look of its pages and bindings, it has seen much more use than its fellows around it. Damn wizards are just creepy. Okay. You know what? I don't like being muted. There we go. I feel better about that. We're going to slot you now. I got my spells. We are buffed. Oh, that's not a good sound.
Yes.
I'm ready if you need me.
Oh, did you just daze me, you son of a bitch? Will save versus mind spells. Oh, dude, seriously, I failed that? You so suck. Okay, I got a white robe wizard. White robe wizard, white robe wizard. Looks like I got 3 of them in here. A spell dummy, summon arcane tutor, crystal spell restoration. Boop, boop. Oh, sounds like we might get our spells back for free, so let's just unload on these pricks. What does the daze do to me? I mean, I can't use spells. Probably. Yep. Hey,
Easy enough.
where the hell have you been this entire time? Let's get over here and wail on that guy for me. Meanwhile, I'm gonna let the days wear off me. Fortunately, my two teammates are pimp daddy badasses when it comes to killing wizards. That days lasted a good long while. But, again, my team triumphed. A quarterstaff, which I could care less about. Doesn't appear to be magic. What about these remains? Anything over here? I'll take some arrows, you never know, right? Another quarterstaff, that's it. No. Okay, anyhow. I'm going over here. We have a chest. Let's open that, yeah? Universal sleep acid, universal identify, universal grease, universal mage armor, universal flare scroll. What the hell does that mean? Power sorcerers, wizards. Oh, this is a specialized scroll that bypasses opposition school restrictions on spell casting on any caster that casts a spell. Boom. I'm gonna root all that. Hey, that was nice. And it has been designed and enchanted to preserve it from various spells. It is used for beginning wizards to practice their art. Okay. I saw a tutor too. What does this thing mean? Hello, Mr. Tutor. Alright, now before we talk to him, actually, let's do a quick save, and I think we've probably been long enough for this. So we'll end the video here. But thank you for tuning in. My name is Brothermutant. When we come back, we'll talk to this magical tutor here and perhaps throw a spell or two at Mr. Spell Dummy. But with that, I'll see you guys soon. Bye now.